I think oftentimes, and I'm guilty of this myself, is growing up, I think being Asian American and having immigrant parents, they always drilled the importance of perfection and making good grades and education and being a respectable person in society. Those things were always drilled into me, being who I am. So for me, I always felt like I was not good enough or achieving enough all the time. It doesn't matter if I won MasterChef, like what's the next thing? And I forget sometimes that there's really a lot to be celebrated in the small joys or the small victories and the small steps and progresses that we make each day. So, for example, when I lost my vision, I went from being able to make an entire Thanksgiving meal for my family to suddenly barely being able to put together a peanut butter jelly sandwich that wasn't neat and not having the jelly falling all over the counter or the floor. And I was really upset. But then I just kept at it. And then, okay, so then maybe the next week, maybe the sandwich wasn't perfect, but it had maybe the jelly stayed inside the sandwich bread. And then the week after that, maybe I was able to make a scrambled egg and eat it with toast. So then I turned on the stove. And then the week after that, I was able to cut an apple. And so when I look back, I realized, oh, I wasn't able to do this yesterday or last week or 6 months ago. And then you realize that you're making this progress. And then you think, okay, you don't think you're making progress because it seems so slow. But if you really think back, you are. And when you celebrate those small victories, I think it also does something in your mind where you feel encouraged and motivated and feel like you are enabled and empowered to keep moving forward.